Now you're talking about the good stuff. So we're gonna find the secret ingredient. The good stuff. This was also part of the game's demo. Well, specifically the boss fight at the end, but not so much this whole entire build up to it. So the ghost wanted the writer. The writer mentioned about I'm not gonna sit here and entertain a ghost that wants to talk to me, that wants to take that's butthurt about my living privileges.
Now what?
This tunnel will lead you to the
So
surface.
his living
How do I get down there?
privileges.
Can only get there from limbo.
So
I
they
can't
leave. But two of their friends
Is that a neck timer?
who were in
It's
a different car had their car break down, so they decided to turn around. The driver, however, doesn't want to turn around.
I twist.
The driver then starts acting weird. He starts refusing to listen to his friend, the writer.
Good luck.
He says he can't move his body and the car is essentially driving itself.
Oh no.
The driver then used a psychology trick to where if someone can't move their body, then start asking them to do very, very, very simple tasks, which will then allow them to build back up to be able to control their body again. And then because of that, they ended up keep driving, and then they ended up driving past where their friends were, and then once they pretty much drove past the location, the person had full control of their body again, showing that the reason they couldn't control themselves was because they were near the area where they did the thing. And game!
Wow.
And then the person also mentions how when they were leaving the first time, the person also started hearing voices and this feeling that was telling him to murder his friend.
Wow.
Like I said, the further away they got from the location, the more the voices just vanished.
Really?
And they're under a time limit. Anywho, another story involving people being smart with the Ouija board. Someone decided, hey, let's use a Ouija board.
Why you
Well-
auto targeting me to him? Come on.
Isn't auto targeting great?
For the weapons, when I fight them, yes. Not when I'm not interested in them.
Nah, no, shut up. Kill them for the style points, for better rating. That actually worked. Oh my god, you
I was
lucky
about to
SOB.
say.
Open up.
But yeah, this person, one of their friends, did not want them to use the Ouija board in their house, so they went to somewhere else where they could use it and find spirits. A cemetery
Fucking
With-
idiots.
with newly buried people. They used the thing. It's all calm and chill. They tested it by having a ghost turn off a street light. The ghost did it and turned it back on, showing that yeah, the ghost has powers. This one, they made the mistake of not saying goodbye before leaving. They were trying to leave because there was a police officer checking their car, and the writer apparently had alcohol in their car and they're 19. Their friend who was panicking harder because he had weed under in his shoe. And I was like, why'd you bring the weed with you? I don't know. I just thought it'd be a good idea because I was planning to go smoke a joint after this. The cop car eventually just leaves, whatever. They get to their car and leave, but their friend starts wanting to go back to the cemetery for some reason. And they look at them, and the person has very wide-eyed pupils. And is just mumbling, go back to the cemetery. The writer looks at this and goes, I see, I'm dragging you in the car, we're pushing you, you're locked in the car now, we're driving away now, and he felt better. The end. Any idiot would have actually gone back to the
So
cemetery.
you must be the secret ingredient.
Oh yes, time for the mastercraft of writing here.
I'm your prime date, you ugly sack of shit.
The succubus.
by the way, is Dante.
How have you not been briefed about Dante? Also, prepare to enjoy that. Everyone calls Eva a whore for some reason. Don't ask me why.
Yeah, but you can call me Dante the Demon Killer.
Actually, it does have a nice ring to it. Get ready for the best dialogue you ever heard in your life.
1,200 years old.
You don't look a day over 12,000.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Oh, okay.
A masterclass of writing. This will be the best Devil May Cry game. Now you get to fight the Succubus, who is a pretty easy boss fight, and you can pretty much summarize how simple the gimmick is. You realize you can smack that with your weapon, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why keep using your weak pistols? Also, you can also smack her when it's not exposed. It just won't do as much damage. Get off the platform. Get off the platform. Get off the platform. Get off the platform. No, you can do the on the sides. The pole thing is available. On the other platforms, you can do the pole to get away when she starts vomiting on the platform.
Oh, really? Somehow I doubt that.
Look how much damage you're doing, and she's not even exposed.
Wow.
You see what this fight is stupid. And that knocked her out. And since you're already on a higher platform, you only need to go to another platform and you just immediately tear it off. Don't ask why she's moving in slow motion.
That's why he said I'm out of here.
Power sword. And this one's just person decides to go hitchhiking. A trucker pulls over and lets them in to help them to help them out to go in the same way. Person decides to go in trucker. So trucker doesn't talk much / talks quietly. Kinda weird, but it's alright. Person sees bad traffic because it's snowing heavily and other cars are essentially swerving. They decide to warn the driver. The driver then starts screaming, do not tell me what to do."
Okay, lady, you need to calm the hell down.
The rider starts getting worried about the situation and starts going like, maybe you can just pull off over the side of the road, I can just get out. The person doesn't hear that. They say it again. The person is still mumbling to themselves, do not tell me what to do. And then says out loud, I said don't tell me what to do. Did you hear that that time? Person is terrified. They decide to go stop at a gas station. The trucker lets them out and apologizes for yelling at them. And then the person's like, no, I can handle the rest from here. You sure about that? Alright. Then as the trucker is about to go drive off, they notice the trucker has their hat because they forgot their hat. So they go to get their hat back, Armando. Can you guess what happened?
Not good something.
The trucker apologizes again and then drives off. And in the hat is a note apologizing again and giving them a $100 bill to tell them to pay for a taxi.
Well, shit.
And they're actually nice guys. They just had some issues. They weren't bad person. Just had some issues with being told what to do, which caused them just start screaming. That person just could be a situation because it seems like it might go bad. It's like, oh, you're not a bad person. You're just kind of awkward. Is a thing. So there you go, ended all wholesomely and nice.
Know what your problem is?
The other story I heard had a happy ending, but wasn't so wholesome because the trucker was actually an awful person and it also wasn't even a real trucker. But they managed to get away and get help from an old elderly couple, and apparently also went going back home to visit their dad. They also occasionally stop by and visit the elderly couple and also visit their funeral. And apparently, the elderly couple's children, who were like in their 30s adults, were actually very happy. Yeah, they're banging. What do you want from them?
Okay.
This is how we get the pictures across of his whole life story. Banging in the office. A mature story, Armando.
The fuck? Ew! Ew!
Really? Must we talk about her?
My succubus is dead.
Oh.
Sparta.
So he can just sense that, but he couldn't sense the first thing being killed. Or Virgil.
It fights.
Hey, I gotta get a new window. Eric, you can now break the game with this weapon and also listen to the most awkward sounding freaking attack grunts you ever hear in your life. It sounds like he's trying to take a dump when he punches with those weapons. Now we're going straight to overturn. Hoorah! This mission is gonna be a pretty light show.
You guys seem tight. How'd you meet?
Ooh, let's see what else I can think of.
Is it urban?
Can think of
I'd like to know
more
why I'm risking
horror
life for my
things.
work. He's my brother. He's trying to save the world.
Yes, but I like to keep it simple because don't actually want to disturb people. You want to know the full thing that happened, all gory detail. You can go to
I
court.
never asked for
You
your
go to
help.
Corpse
You gave it,
Husband.
man.
He got all the
I appreciate
details.
it.
I'm trying to keep it brief and short. I'm trying to keep it brief and short to the point.
I trust you.
This one's another deep web story because people keep thinking it's a good idea to go to the deep web.
Geniuses.
Person goes to deep web, gets onto a website called All the Gore. You already know it's a good idea when you're on a website called All the Gore.
I was in a foster home.
It's a chat room. It's just a chat room, people talking. One person's bragging about how they murdered a family and completely tortured an 8-year-old before killing them brutally.
Okay.
Person's like,
Nothing.
wow, that's messed up. But everyone else is like, you're awesome, that was great, that's probably must have had a lot of fun doing that kill. The person that makes the dumbest thing you could think of. Those things you could think of. Hey Armando, when in a chat room with murderers / psychopaths, what's the one thing you shouldn't do?
Demons.
Threatened to call the cops?
Figuratively. And literally.
Thank you. 'Cause that's the second thing they do.
Oh.
The first thing is say, you're all sick. To which some psychopaths didn't get all violent. They just made fun of them, being like, oh, come on, you better go somewhere else. This is the big boy sites who enjoy culture. Then it makes a threat to call the cops, and they're like, really? They then start hacking their computer and cell phone, because what do you expect?
Succubus. That will have hurt Mundus and got his attention.
But luckily, all the hacker did was make it so they can never go back to the website ever again, and didn't actually try and kill them.
Controlled by Mundus.
They
Hacker
were
did him a favor.
Monopoly over the world's
They were threatened because the hacker hacked into the laptop's camera and went like, I want you to uncover that camera and put the cell phone down. Put the cell phone down. I said also uncover the camera. Uncover the camera, and then the hacker's like, okay, you do this, and this, and now you are banned from our site. Never come back. Don't do anything that stupid ever again. Have a nice day.
The hacker saved his life.
Not that tower.
But they still did end up calling the cops in the end anyway. But they did. But they,
And
nothing
Limbo,
bad. But nothing ever
that's
happened
not a
with
reflection.
it.
That's the real
I'm
deal.
just surprised that the hacker actually like. I'm gonna make it so you can never go back to our site ever again.
There's no mercy.
Just be looking at it and kill you at that point. Like, what is
Never
wrong
gateway.
with you? Jeez, I'm in a room full of potentially. I'm in a room full of crazy people.
Alone is fine.
I'm gonna call them out on it.
Enough.
On the plus side,
Maybe I
the
can
camera's
change their
good.
ways,
Mm-hmm.
rather than them thinking it's just I'm an idiot. Another stupid decision. This person constantly went to the deep web for years. They're actually an expert on the deep web and actually have deep web friends. Decides to go on a deep web, but one of their deep web friends is trying to crack some sort of code that is really hard to figure out. Person decides to crack the code, takes some hours, but they do it. Where does the code lead to? A strange site.
Whoa, we're
A site-
underwater? We're in Bioshock now.
I guess you can say it's underwater. Well, I guess technically it should be, but where does it look like? Where does it feel like it whatsoever? break up the fist weapons. Now, once you're done fighting, wait, stop. Go away from that. Go away from that. Now jump and do the stop move. Keep doing it. Listen to my voice clips. Sounds so dumb. Sounds so dumb. Okay, I can keep going. It's going like yeah. Oh. Anywho, ends up going to some strange site, and it's already a red flag for them because of the fact that they came to the site essentially from the back door, which, as they mentioned, the only reason you would ever go to a site from the back door is if you own the site or you're just trying to be fancy for no reason. Then some person starts talking to them, saying, "Hey, how'd you find out about this site?" A friend told me. "Oh, okay, then you can stay for today. All right." Shows this we're having an event today. Well, okay. Do you need a guide? Actually, I don't. But you know what? Yeah, I do need a guide. Okay, here's how to use the site. The event's about to start. They see people start cheering in the chat room about the event. I won't say what it is because apparently you're not allowed to talk about the previous events, but you're allowed to get hyped for next time. Do you guess what the event is, Armando?
Something illegal.
I mean, that's obvious. Come on.
Murder.
Exactly. You get to pay monthly to not only see murder, but vote on the murder. And if you're lucky, your suggested murder will happen. After seeing a whole murder session, the writer finally realizes, maybe I should get out of here. So they try to hack their way out, which, why didn't you just close the browser? You need to hack your way out. So they try to hack their way out by hacking stuff that pretty much is so inconsequential and won't affect anyone other than the writer that who would care. The moment they start, they get a message from the admin going, "I see what you're doing." And he's like, "What?" "I see what you're doing. You're not supposed to be here. And you're hiding your IP address. Really well, actually. I can't even tell where you're at. It's only a matter of time." The person then goes super ultra panic mode. What does that mean? It means
Delete fucking everything.
you see, that's panic mode. That's super ultra duper panic mode.
Okay.
Super ultra duper panic mode is unplug the PC, open the PC, rip out the parts, destroy the memory, freaking magnet all over all the parts, then burn it just for good measure.
Well, damn.
Their roommate actually saw them doing that, and they're like, "Trust me, it's better if you don't know. It's only if you don't know." Like the roommate actually saw them like rubbing the magnets all over the processor and everything. They're like, trust me, you don't want to know. You don't want to know. It's better this way. That's super ultra PC pattern. That's when you know how to make sure you can't be tracked. You have to destroy the PC completely. No deleting stuff because it can still track you. The PC has to go bye-bye. And they never used the dark web ever again, / didn't buy a new PC for like a year because they were too scared of the idea that they could still be tracked if they buy a new PC that soon.
God's work, are you, Bob?
And this is why you don't go on the deep web.
Obviously.
And we still got one more story that I can recall. Person uses deep web to buy drugs. To buy and sell drugs. Becomes friend with drug dealer. Wants bigger shipment of drugs so he can sell it better. Gives drug dealer his address. He doesn't feel comfortable having the mailman deliver the drugs. Can you guess what happens because he did that?
Tower. Back on track.
Something bad.
Come on, man, not being fun here. Get specific.
What the fuck? You Madagascar looking bitch.
Get specific. What do you think happened?
The robbery?
No, but they're not gonna guess it. You're fine. He gave the address and he got the stuff, but the stuff wasn't that good. So he asked his dealer, "What's up? The stuff is low quality, man."
Okay.
He then gets a message from the dealer saying how, "Wow, this is impressive. It was surprisingly easy to just come here and kill this guy. I mean, he didn't have much food in the fridge, so it was pretty easy. And the place is already a dump, so no one would even notice. Like, that's pretty easy." It's like, "What are you talking about?" "Oh, hi. I'm just some dude who came to his dealer's apartment and killed him." It's pretty easy, actually. And not only that, but I also have your address here on file. It's like, oh yeah, also that stuff you guys sent. That stuff is actually bone meal. You know, bone meal from the gardens and stuff. You know, kind of common. We never had a garden. It's pretty simple. So you didn't actually take drugs. You just put some pieces of that dude's bones in your mouth. Also, turns out you and your drug dealer don't even live that far apart. So I'm gonna see you later. Bye. Yeah, then somehow the drug dealer got murdered by someone else, and because of that, some random A on the guy's address. That is an unexpected twist. Did the drug dealer screw you over? No, someone else just came and killed them. How did that even happen? Woo. Expect the unexpected. Alright. This hospital-based story. Let's see. Nurse takes care of old lady. Old lady is very sweet and kind. Old lady has pictures of those who are close to her and passed away, including a bunch of her family members. Before passing away herself, she ends up giving the nurse a picture of themselves, showing just some point that nurse was done in their life. A year later, other nurses are talking about that patient and start insulting her. The writer's like, "How could you insult that sweet old lady?" They then went, "Oh dear God, you didn't know." Yeah, Ronald, those pictures the old lady had,
Yeah.
she killed those people. In fact, those people who she said were family weren't family, and she killed them by poison. In fact, if the old lady didn't didn't die as soon as she did, the writer would have been next.
Oh god, wow.
So yeah, they were about the old lady because the old lady was a friggin' criminal, was a friggin' murderer. This was just kind of weird and funny in hindsight, kind of thing. Ryder had stomach issues and has an IV connected to her stomach, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mysterious old man just casually walks into the room and tells them shush. Ryder's not in a position to be able to fight back. The person then crawls next to the bed, then unplugs the IV, not break it, not cut the cord, just unplugs it, then tells the Ryder, F you, and it just leaves. The Ryder gets the nurse plugs the thing back in, and that's pretty much it. Turns out that the old man had been to other people's rooms and actually did also sabotage other people. And the worst someone had was that he actually ended up making someone go into a medically induced coma. So it could have been worse, but just also weird that this random old man just went, F you. Like apparently just like that. Like just like, F you. Like, who are you? Why are you here? Why'd you sneak in? How'd you sneak in? Why does the hospital not have better security? Slam boy, slam. Slam boy, slam.
I must have forgotten how to slam.
RT and B in the air. In the air. Oh, so that uppercut, you're gonna love that later because that will help you cheese the game. Because that uppercut, depending on how hard it's charged, pretty much dictates how much airtime the enemy is stuck in, which leaves them completely vulnerable. Whoops. It's a thing of beauty. Thing of beauty, that charge. Thing of beauty. What story can I think of? Let's see. Okay. Ryder recounts story when they were a little kid. They played on a toy piano that made noise. Mom wanted to go to sleep, but the piano noise was too loud, so she took the piano to remove the batteries. The piano already had no batteries to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
She tried the toy, no sound. Gave the toy back to her kid, sound again, with no batteries. She showed this to her relatives. The relatives, no sound. Kid, sound again. The uncle went, I see this, excuse me for a second. Took the toy outside and smashed it with a hammer. Not in his Christian household. Later,
Coming for you, Bob.
him and his mom move elsewhere. In his home, the Ryder always hears footsteps and giggles. So he thinks it's a ghost, and he calls the ghost Miss Giggles. Hello, trains. Oh, there they went. Oh no, not the trains. Oh, there they go. You think trains would do more damage?
Brings back good memories.
Oh, you shut your mouth. I ain't putting in that clip, that's work. What's going on over there?
What's going on there?
Later, more ghost-based shenanigans happening. Ryder keeps telling their mom that it's because of the ghosts. Mom refuses to believe that the house is actually haunted. The house is actually haunted. Then, not only that, they later learn that the reason their house is part of 3 houses that are next to each other, right? Mm-hmm. The house, there are 2 houses. The left house and middle house were available. His mom was actually gonna buy the left house when she noticed some weird blue feet coming out, being shown from underneath the garage. She went nope and bought the middle house instead. So clearly she understands that there possibly is some ghost-based shenanigans, and refuses to accept it. Every time something weird happens, Ryder goes, "Oh, you're gonna do this, Amano, aren't you? You're gonna be that guy. You're gonna be that guy, aren't you? You're gonna be that guy."
Jose. I know
But yeah,
you're there.
Ryder keeps telling her mom it was because of the ghosts.
Who is it? Cut your head off.
Then after a while,
gonna hurt you.
the house then starts shaking, complete with paintings falling, pictures falling off the walls, and plates being shattered. And then they finally come face to face with Miss Giggles, who's completely, a ghost, so they look really dead and have blue skin. Miss Giggles then screams, which then creates a huge amount of shock that actually shoves the Ryder and they pass out, and then that's pretty much it. The mom flips out over all the broken stuff. They tell them once again, it's the ghost, and mom's like, there's no ghosts. Stop being stupid. Months later, they end up moving out. While driving, the mom actually admits, "Okay, I actually believe you that there's a ghost. What makes you believe me now?" And I was packing stuff up to leave. I started hearing giggling and walking, and then I saw a blue woman and went, "No, no, 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 no."
I'm gonna
And
cut it
that's
here.
when their mom realized their kid wasn't lying about a ghost.
Mm-hmm.
No, 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 no.